You and God bless.
Now, where's Horace at? I gotta say happy birthday. Who's gonna 10-5 it when we leave?
I thought it was him in there.
He's probably sleeping the hangover off.
Oh, you think he might have got like a big bottle of whiskey for his birthday?
Mm-hmm.
X-ray kilo.
I heard X-ray kilos or something like that.
Yeah, this is K9KXK. I was in here earlier talking to Mike. I just wondering, the name here is Gary. I just wondering if any of you guys know if there's still an 80-meter trader net. Todd, I think I might have talked to you years ago on 80 meters. I remember there used to be one on 3898. Bill used to run it years ago. And I've been out of this for quite a while, and I just wondering if there's some guys up there talking about it the other night, but I never heard of frequency. I was wondering if you guys might know.
Yeah, I used to talk on 3898 years ago, and I've been on 80 meters for a long time, but I didn't know 40 meters is as good as it is, so I never put an antenna up. And I finally said, well, I'm gonna put me a beam up and put all this up and just play with it a little bit. And once I found this, I was like, man, this band's good during the day and at night.
Yeah, Roger. We used to have a group of guys talking on 3872, but I just wondering, I just heard the other night somebody was talking about a trader net, and I got a bunch of boat anchors and stuff I want to get rid of, and I just wondered if you heard about a trader net that's on 80 meters again.
I did hear it. Let me do this. Give me about 5 minutes. Let me look and see if I can find it in my notes. I think I wrote it down, but I did hear them say something about it.
All right, thank you. I'll just sit on the side here. Thanks for letting me in.
I think it's 3908 is the frequency daily. At least that's what I'm pulling up here. Yeah, that's 7. No, that's the other one. It's 830 daily, 3908.
3908, so I don't even got to look it up. Daily.
It's on daily at 8:30.
Okay, that one was, but the one that I'm pulling up off of QRZ says it's Boat Anchor Unlimited net on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time on 3870. They're based out of Texas.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate that.
No problem. That's when you got the internet at your fingertips, you're able to hear the comment and go in there and look it up.
All right,
you become almost an expert at everything.
I couldn't find nothing on it.
Yeah, you got to be computer savvy. I'm not great with looking stuff up, but it looks like Mike can find it quick.
Appreciate it. K9KXK.
K4HIL at 3.
Not a problem, Casey. Now, Mike, 4 o'clock Eastern time.
And 4 KCG.
Let's see, Mike, you're in the future and I'm in the past because it's 3 o'clock here.
Yeah, Roger, you're on that Central Time.
So what you need to do is give me the lottery numbers for, I'll have them an hour before they actually hit.
I don't think it works that way, but nonetheless, nice try.
Well, I was trying.
Well, that big old boat and that 250 on that boat and all your toys, I thought you already hit the lottery. You got one of them jobs that pay really well.
I am blessed and highly favored. I do have to say that. I got a pretty nice life.
Yeah, I am too. I just appreciate that got pulled out of the crap I was in when I was younger. And thank God there wasn't Facebook back in those days.
Boy, you know it. If I had a phone like these kids have nowadays, I'd be running.
WA4UDK.
There's Tony. Hello, Tony.
Yeah, let me put my 2 cents worth in there, Mike. Anyway, the guy, Gary, was talking about Traders Net. Jason has one, or used to have one. It's the Tennessee Traders Net on 3980. I don't know when it comes and goes, but 3980, they have a Tennessee Traders Net. Maybe somebody can catch somebody on that frequency and see if he still got it. I hadn't been on it in a while.
I think Bobby Dahl, he just died here a few months ago, and he was pretty one of the last survivors of keeping that frequency alive. Is anybody even talking on it anymore?
Yes, I hang down there sometimes, check in on the phone net, and anyway, that's about it.
Hey, gentlemen, I got to go. She's stirring upstairs, so that means I got to go nursemaid. 73, Todd, always good to talk to you, Tony. Hate to run off and just see you get in. Gary, the rest of you, Johnny, y'all have a great day. KC9 Mickey Mouse there in 73.
Okay, have a blessed one.
Have a good one. We'll catch you when we can.
Yeah, I used to talk to Bobby quite often, but yeah, they'd sometimes gigging pretty good.
Oh yeah, Bobby, Barbie Doll, as we called him. He lived down here not far from me. He lived in Springfield, and he used to, we would go to 6-6. There's a repeater system here. John Kimbrough owns, and he helped put it up. So we was over there, talking. He'd tell the same stories then that he told now.
Yeah, and then you'll laugh at it.
Yeah, he'd. And I'd be like, Bobby, you just told me that last week.
Whatever happened to Nashville Bill? Remember him?
I don't know. Man, I'll ask Kimbrough, see if he knows. I hadn't heard him in years.
Yeah, I haven't neither. But old Nashville Bill, he'd get in there and he drinks real heavy, and then he says, I'm sorry.
I used to drink every now and then, but never on the ham radio. But back when I was on the CB, I had my times.
Yeah, you remember Larry? He used to hang in there on 80 meter. Of course, he's gone now.
Yeah, I don't remember Larry.
I'll be right back in for KCK.
All right, come on back.
He couldn't talk. He had a stroke and couldn't talk, but anyway, he would scratch that microphone to check in.
No, I don't remember that one. I remember talking to Hugh Brunson and a bunch of them. He was a character. I actually bought a Drake L4B from Hugh Brunson. He gave me a heck of a deal on it.
I forgot this guy's name. He's a radio personality. Sometimes he works for Channel 4. He's a ham, and I didn't know it.
I don't guess I know him neither.
I gotta think about it, but he does stuff for Bob Howell. He gives him a good plug.
No, I don't think he needs much of a plug. He's got some good stuff. That's what I'm talking on, one of the PR40s. It's about 20 years old.
I guess you're getting your phantom power through the WHIY equalizer, ain't you?
I get I think it cleans it up a little bit. This PR40 is really bassy. I mean, really bassy. Most of them you hear like a woofle box, but I had to do a bunch of EQing and adjusting the EQ plus to get it where it sound halfway decent.
Well, it sounds good.
Yeah, I'm not messing with it. I had actually N1 FM, if you know Tom. I got with him off on another frequency, and I'm like, Tom, you got to help me, dude. This thing is sounding like crap. And he asked me where all my settings was on my W2IHY, and I had them completely all jacked up. I didn't have them flipped in the right position. Didn't have them set nowhere near where they should have been. And once he straightened it out, I was like, all right, I took a picture of it. I ain't gonna touch nothing.
Yeah, don't touch nothing. You know N4ZZ Don up there in Donaldson?
I don't know him.
Okay, well, I figured maybe you did. Yeah, he came down here to go deer hunting one time.
Yeah, I need to get him. I need to meet some. We need to get together, some of the hams around town, because now I got this HF beam up. We got to get some folks to see where they're at. I got on there and yelled at you. I guess it was Friday morning.
Me?
Is this Greg? Who is this?
No, this is Tony, WA4 UDK.
Oh, okay, Tony. No, I talked to a guy named Greg. He said they talk on 6.7, the 2 meter repeater here on. They have a net in the morning, and I jumped in there and yelled at him. He wasn't in there. I thought you was Greg.
No, we do talk on the 6.7 and try to get that big mountain over there.
I was actually just flumming through some of my presets on my 440, and I actually talked to a guy on the Cherokee Skyway, which was pretty impressive. They got a good link of 440 repeaters from Nashville all the way up in, I guess, into the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, Short Mountain used to be a good machine. I don't know if it's on the air right now.
Yeah, they was, I don't know, did you know Buddy?
Not by that name.
Okay, well, he, I forget what his last name was, but he had, I think he's the one that had the Short Mountain, and he died, and then nobody went up there for a long time, and I think somebody broke in and just destroyed everything.
Well, I remember a few years back it got struck by lightning, and the guy that had the 6.7 machine, he took some equipment up there and got it going.
Yeah, Bob Wiggins. Yeah, him and Kimbrough. John Kimbrough. He went up there and took some of the stuff out of the building because it was, had a half a foot of mud on everything.
Yeah, Wiggins. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he does good things. I had to help him one day. His daughter was moving out. She was dating some thug. I mean, he was just a thug. And then Wiggins was like, Todd, you need to come with me. I don't want this dude to whip my butt, I said, all right, I'll go with you. So we went over there, and I pulled up with him, got out, and then that boy come out, and he's like, what are you doing here? I said, I'm here to make sure you don't do nothing stupid. Anyway, we took all the stuff and got out of there. But yeah, that was funny. That boy probably would have fought him. Wiggins ain't no big dude, so he didn't want to go by himself. Where you at, Ars? Happy birthday. I guess the crazies are coming out now. Where you at, Tony? You in Nashville?
No, I'm in Hurricane Mills.
No, that's right. I'll remember eventually.
But I'm almost in Nashville every day.
Yeah, I usually stay on the 3.7. So if you're coming through town with 2 meters, get on 3.7. I usually talk there 3.7, or we're on 220 a lot.
Yeah, I had a 220 rig and didn't have much info on frequencies, and I was playing with it on top of the big hills. You come down 65 into Nashville, man, I talked all the way down to Chattanooga.
Yeah, they had them linked up at one time. That's when Short Mountain was linked up. And, yeah, you could take a handheld and go from Nashville all the way to freaking Chattanooga.
Yeah, you remember the Vols net?
No, I don't remember that one.
They linked it up. Anyway, it was linked from Memphis, Collierville, Tennessee, all the way to Knoxville.
That's nice when you can get some coverage like that. I mean, that, you know, they had it. They had a bunch of them that wasn't linked that they could link up if they needed to. So that, you know, that was always nice. You know, Tom Delker. I don't know if you know TD. Tom Delker. He has a bunch of repeaters, and Bob Wiggins, and then John Kimbrough. So all 3 of them, they get together. They can get pretty good coverage if they had to.
Repeaters and put them up and down the interstate, and that's pretty neat.
Boy, it was an ugly game yesterday.
Well, it was an ugly game today with the Titans and Tampa Bay.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they are.
I give up on my Titans, though. I actually was a founding member of them coming to Nashville. You know, when they I bought the PSLs. I got my name's up on the wall. Even when you go in there today, you know, the founding members, my name's up there. I got the tickets all the way up until they started taking a knee cramp, dude. And I said, this is it. And I give them up, and I quit watching it.
The Oilers.
I love the Oilers. That Earl Campbell, just a pinch between my cheek and gum. Skull, brother.
Well, the only Campbells I really liked was Archie Campbell on Hee Haw and Glenn Campbell. I had to throw something left field out there at you. WA4 UDK.
Oh, yeah, that was. I like it. I told my mom the other night, I said, I sure miss Hee Haw. You know, I used to, when I was a kid, you know, every Sunday night, it'd be Hee Haw.
Yeah, I miss the Opryland complex with the Opryland, you know, the rides and stuff.
Oh, yeah, dude, that was growing up. See, I'm 59, so back in the 70s and 80s, that was my it was like my babysitter. You know, we'd get season passes, and then Mama would drop us off in the morning. We'd stay there all day up into the night, and they'd come pick us up, and we'd go home.
Yeah, we'd go there about twice a summer, and I enjoyed riding them old cars, those like Model Ts on a little track, and I thought that was something. But anyway, yeah, I was just one of those teenagers then.
Yeah, man, I miss it. When they said they was going to close it and put them all in, I was like, you got to be kidding.
Yep, thank old Gaylord for that.
Yeah, that's all we need in Tennessee, another freaking mall. I'll tell you what, though, it stays busy. I mean, you go by there right now, and it's hard to find a parking spot.
Yeah, I know it, especially at Bass Pros.
Yeah, I gotta stay out of Bass Pro. You know, I'll get like a $50 gift card for my birthday, and my wife's like, you gonna go to Bass Pro and use that gift card? I said, I really don't want to, because you know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna go down there and spend $2,000.
It's easy to do. Hunting, clothes, guns, ammo.
Yeah, see, that boat I got, you know, you probably heard me talking about my boat. I got all of my rigs on my, you know, all my fishing rigs, like my rod and reels, is G Loomis with Shimano Chronarchs on them. So you're talking $1,000 a pole, rod and reel, and I probably got 15 or 20 of them.
My gracious. Yeah, one time I had 3 boats, 24-foot pontoon, runabout, 17.5-foot runabout boat, and a little 12-foot I put out here in Duck River. But I got rid of my boat.
Yeah, I had a Triton back years ago, and then I sold it and bought me a Harley. Now I started doing my Harley thing for years, and then here a couple of years ago, I went and bought this other bass boat, and I couldn't stand it. I'm like, I'm getting the fever again. I got to go back.
Hello, Todd. Hello, Todd, and hello, Tony.
Well, hello, Jerry. How are you?
I'm doing fairly middling. How you doing?
Oh, doing pretty good. Just got finished eating some pizza.
And I have got addicted to pizza. There's a little store around the corner from us, a new store. They serve these little pizzas. They call them, I forget what they call them, just pizza chunk, you know, just like 3 pieces. They're like $1 a piece. Man, they're beautiful. They're wonderful.
Is it a Hunt's pizza?
Yes, Hunt pizza.
Yeah, them things are good.
What do they call them? That little box. What do they call them?
I'm not sure, but I know that they're the ones that goes around to most all these stores and sell them, and they're really good.
They really are. Yeah, Hunt pizza. But, man, I've become addicted to those things. Now, what I'll do is I'll cut the crust off the end because they got a big crust on the end, you know, circular crust, kind of like a crescent. I'll cut that off and then put them in the little oven, and I like to get them toasted on the bottom so they'll be crisp.
Yeah, and get you some of that garlic butter and dip it in them.
Yeah, they're good. They sure are. Tony, what you been up to? Tony Lee?
I guess Tony stepped away. He must have thought we was going to talk a while.
Well, okay. Where'd Mike go?
Mike had something he had to do. He checked out.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder when they check out on you like that, if you wonder if you got bad breath or something.
Well, it's we sit here and talk about everything we know, and we just run out of stuff to talk about.
Well, if you talk about everything I know, you're not going to talk over about 5 minutes.
That's it. We're good for about 15, 20 minutes, and then we empty our head, and we're like, well, what? There ain't nothing else. We got to go.
That's pretty good. Tony, was that you?
No, I didn't say that, and I had to walk away to get another piece of pizza.
Did you get that hot pizza?
No, there's a grocery store in Waverly that makes them. They got 2 new pizza ovens, and we get a big extra pizza. It's called a Supreme anyway for like $10, and Domino's want like 30.
Roger that. I like that thin crust, real thin crust, but you can get it. You can't hardly get thin crust.
Yeah, it helps keep the weight off of you.
But not only I like the crunch, you know, the crunch on it.
I tell you what, there's a spot that I go for lunches when I'm working during the day. It's over on Dickerson Road by Skyline Medical Center. It's called Rockin' Dough. If y'all ever get a chance to go to Rockin' Dough, they got a really good pizza. And I get the cauliflower carnivore is what it's called. And that cauliflower crust is real thin and it's crispy, and you can't tell it from a regular crust, and it's really good for you.
But that's what I like myself. That's what I like. Todd, what kind of signal am I putting on you right now?
About 7 or 8.
7 or 8. I went out there and adjusted my antenna, turned it a little bit. I thought I'd get a bit better than that. Tony, how about you? What am I putting on you?
I got a 20 on you.
Oh, you do not.
Yeah, I got a 20 on you. It's the propagation.
Yeah, that's what it is. See, I got you going to 9, Jerry, and at times, but close as we are, you're going straight over me, straight to him.
Yeah, I guess that's true. My God, I didn't know I was doing that good. Tony, you're, of course, both of you are a solid S9, 10 over. You know, that's good enough. You know, anytime you get an S9, that's good enough.
Oh, yeah, as long as it ain't 5.5 and you're struggling to hear them.
That's true. Go ahead, Tony.
I didn't say anything. I heard somebody up in Indiana chimed in there. Oh, Louisiana. Okay, well, appreciate it. Y'all jump on in here. Yeah, I got a 5.5 on you. All right, I'm gonna step out here and let them get back with it there, but you're kind of weak. WA4UDK. You are working though.
Yeah, I heard him very loud here. How about you, Todd?
Yeah, he was light on me too, so he let him try it again. No, okay, yeah, I got you better now. I had my beam pointed the wrong way, so I swung it around. I got you a whole lot better. You're about 5.8. I'm up here in Nashville, Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm surprised the band's up in Missouri.
Yeah, I don't guess I talked to a bunch of people in Louisiana. I talked to a bunch of Florida people, but that ain't far from it.
10-4, man. I'm only running 100 watts here. What y'all putting out?
100 watts, yeah, 100 watts in the wire gets it done. I'm running about 1450, maybe 1500, something like that, through a Mosley 67 2-element beam.
Well, you sound like you're right next to me, so it's working.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Did I hear y'all talking about cauliflower? Man, that sounds like it's trying to get the
Yeah, cauliflower crust. They got that cauliflower. It's really good for you, you know, if you want to try to watch your figure and not get too fat.
Man, that misses the whole point of pizza.
I'm going to tell you, though, honestly, you can't tell the difference in it. You eat it, and you're like, that's not cauliflower.
Huh, I'm going to have to try that. Who does that?
Rockin' Dough is the one that I get it. Rockin' Dough, that's just a small place here in Nashville, Tennessee. They got 2 or 3 locations. Let me see. I knew another place. Hold on. I can't think of it. It's a big place. I'll think of it and I'll holler it out.
10-4.
Hey, Jerry?
Yeah, I was going to ask you a question. Todd. Do you work 20 meters?
I can. I mean, I got 3 elements on 20.
I just wonder what you thought about it. You know, I've been working 20 meters quite a bit here lately, and man, it's just, I'll have to tell you, to me, it's boring.
Yeah, it's boring. I mean, it's more like just contacts. It's not a rag chew thing, I don't think.
No, it's not. And I have done a couple of I've got on a couple of what do you call them? I forget what you call them. contest, not contest, but anyway, just like parks on there and contesters, and checking in. But I mean, it's full. That's all it's full of. You very seldom hear anybody. It's just carrying on a QSO. Over.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just that band. 17's about the same way. Actually, anything under 40, all the way to 10, there's not a whole lot of reg chew. It's just people wanting to make contacts.
That's right. K5QI for ID. That's true. I didn't think of anything. It's all right to make a contact. I make a contact on, parks on there and the Ole Miss. And, 5-9 here, 5-9 here. You got a 5-9, I got a 5-5 on you. And 73, and that's about it. That's about all it is.
That's it. And then you just roll down to the next one. Hey, 5-9, 5-9. I'm like, okay. If I was doing a contest, okay, I might want to do that. But I'm not into that.
No, there's nothing wrong with these guys who go out to parks. They set up their portables. I guess they set up the portable radios with the batteries and their verticals, and spread out a bunch of radios, I guess. And it just kind of, I guess it's fun. I just don't see it myself.
Well, I think what they're doing with the parks thing is they're trying to see how many parks they can get. It's one of them deals that they're just trying to log as many parks as they can.
Yeah, I just wonder if they get awards. Do you get awards for it or some kind of rewards?
I don't know. I imagine there's got to be some kind of contest going, that, it gives them a certain amount of time saying between this and this, we're going to see who can get the most parks.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. That's all right. Everybody's each his own, everybody's right flying on their own right flag. There's some some nets that give you, work all states on phone, work all states on CW, and then you get a reward, a certificate, award for it. Over.
Oh yeah. Do you know my buddy N4QWZ?
No, I don't think so.
All right, well, let's see all ID real quick. K4HI30. Yeah, he's done what you're saying. He's actually ranked like number 5 in the world on different stuff like that. Number 10 in the world in this. I mean, he's actually worked all 50 states with 2 meters, 6 meters, 2.2 gigahertz. I mean, it's just unreal, all the achievements that he's had.
My God, that would take so much time to do that. I mean, that would take an enormous amount of time to do that, wouldn't it?
I would think so. That's exactly what, just looking. I mean, if you get a chance, Jerry, write his call down. It's N4QWZ, Quick Walking Zebra, QWZ, N4QWZ. Look him up on QRZ and look at the crap that he's did. I mean, I don't think, if I started right now and said, hey, I'm going to see what I can do, I wouldn't do a third of what he's done.
Yeah, I looked at my N4QWZ. I looked that up. That's interesting, Curtis. Okay, I'll look that up later on. Yeah, that's his goal, That's what he likes. And, it's like some of these other nets, they give out awards. And I probably... I'm not bragging, but I'm sure I've got my old QSL cards from the 80s and the 90s on CW, and I know I worked all states. I know I have, and I never did send them in to get an award. I just didn't see any sense in it. But I guess they were into that, and that's okay.
That's right. Yeah, it's I mean, the grids, like, he's worked so many hundreds of grids on each one of those things. I was like, that's unreal. I just